Hi, just doing a video journal update in my journey with ALS. I haven't journaled in a little bit, and I'd shared in a previous journal some struggles I had with relationships and my ALS. So I figured I'd sort of just continue along with that because I'd shared that I had entered into a relationship shortly after being diagnosed with ALS and then broke up in February, and then we tried to make things work, and we broke up this week. Their choice, not mine. I'm a little about it right now. I wonder if we were forcing something that wasn't there for a long time. But I wrote something yesterday I shared on social media, sort of like just an abstract about how I felt about the situation, and I sort of wanted to read it out loud and share on my YouTube journal. But before I start that, you saw it. I'm just sharing. My right arm today is spasming really bad. It's sort of crazy when it happens. It's like the muscles just sort of jump involuntarily, which is really scary and really weird. Today was a bad day. When I woke up, the right-hand side of my body almost felt completely paralyzed. The first hour of the morning seems to be the worst. It's like when you wake up and your body doesn't want to work right away. It's like that times a million. Like I have to really warm my body up to the idea of even functioning. So that's how I'm feeling physically today. So the reason I was going to journal, I'll read the letter I wrote, I guess. It's called Dating While Dying, which is morbid, but it's true. Dating while dying. Really, any of us could get hit by a bus tomorrow. It's the initial response I get from people when I bring up dying. I usually reply with a weak smile. Within the past year, I'd given myself a concussion, broken an ankle, and skinned my knees more times than I can count. I've almost stepped off a curb into the path of oncoming traffic. Truthfully, the likelihood of meeting my end slipping in the shower seems to be edging out the ALS. So what is someone with ALS doing worrying about dating? I want what we all want, I guess. I want someone to enjoy spending time with, to tell me I look nice. I want someone to be my cheerleader through the tough times and to be theirs as well. The difference is that it's only for a much shorter time. I don't expect someone to stay with me once I get really sick, as much as I might want them to. I was, and still am, also afraid of something working out and hurting someone else. It feels selfish knowing what this disease does to a person and the toll it takes on everyone in their life. This recent relationship was my first attempt at dating after being diagnosed with ALS. Previous bad relationships have left me with scars I sometimes fail to see. I apologize too profusely, like when I clumsily bumped my recent ex's foot off the table. His response, "It's okay," looking at me quizzically. "You don't have to always say you're sorry." I realized I had been waiting for him to scold me like my past relationships automatically made me expect. And then I beat myself up for saying sorry and feel stupid and defeated all over again. You see, knowing I'm dying has a way of convincing me that I need to expedite the process of falling in love instead of letting it happen organically. I suppress my true personality to make myself feel worthy of someone's love. I can sit here and say that I understand my self-worth can only come from within and doesn't need validation from others, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to please those around me, all in an effort to feel loved. This last relationship made me break some of my rules to be with someone. But to be myself, I'll need to shatter more. I was extremely hesitant of entering into a relationship and resisted wholeheartedly at first. After some convincing, I decided to make a go of it and found myself, at his insistence, attending holiday gatherings and parties and wanting to steal kisses from him in public. But at times I still felt like a burden and felt it necessary to hold back my true character for fear of being alone. It's hard disconnecting with people anytime a relationship doesn't work out. And perhaps the breakup had nothing to do with my illness directly. But my illness has changed me. Sometimes I don't recognize myself anymore. I'm so happy and so sad all at the same time. You see, I only have the present to offer, not a hopeful future. I worry about how to complete certain tasks without his help. I worry about doctor's appointments and a strong arm to walk alongside of me when I'm weak. But now, 6 months later, I realize he never really knew me. I wanted to shield him from the pain of what I was going through and prove to him that I was a worthy cause to invest time into. And in the end, I stifled my true self and feelings. Death isn't an abstract concept. I live week to week, moment to moment. I live fully, which I've learned is the only way to process all of what's happening to me. So to those of you who question why someone with a terminal illness is worried about dating, it's less worry, more of a race against time, I feel, to find comfort and compassion of a relationship. I want the goofy, sarcastic, sing in the car and make fun of each other all the time kind of love. A partner to walk through life with. So, proceed with caution. I beg of you, if you ever choose to move forward in dating someone who's dying. All hearts are fragile. But right now, mine is in a million pieces writing this. Knowing I can't stop ALS and I can't make someone love me. I'll still keep believing that eventually all pieces will fall into place. And until then, I'll remember to laugh at the confusion, live for the moment, and remember that everything happens for a reason. So that's my update.